Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Okay, what shall we do today in this episode? I'm thinking I looked through the contracts, the available contracts. I looked through them all. There's really nothing here that I want to do. I did notice this. Test Corvus decoupler landed at Kerbin. We've already done this. I'm not sure why it's appearing here again. I mean, I could pick it up, but I don't see the point. It would give me one extra science. I could do it real quick. Maybe I'll do it in between episodes. I don't know. But what we do have, orbit Kerbin and atmospheric surveys on the surface. We're going to do this, and then we're going to send Valentina up. I think I want to do this real quick. These are real close to the Space Center, so I'm figuring let's just take the rover out and go pick those up real quick. Let's see. It is take pressure. So it's just pressure readings on these, on these three sites. All right, so let's load up the rover. Don't need that. I don't know why it does these aircraft that are auto-saved. I don't know. It seems to do it every time. I build one, I save it, but it'll create an auto-save one too. I don't know. So let's bring the rover. And of course, let's bring a scientist again. Need you, Bob. Bob, report to Spaceplane Hangar 1. Bob, Spaceplane Hangar. Okay, so Bob is all snug in the capsule and ready to go. So let's hit it. So, whoops, break. Okay, so last time we were out here, I noticed that the sites we're going to are right over here. These three, and they're right on the edge of the let's see, let's zoom up, out. It's right here, here, and here. So pretty close by. All we have to do is just get over there and take the readings. So let's just not tip over, shall we? All right. Let's throttle this down a little bit. Turn on the engine. Take the brake off. And I like to go down. See, there's this right here. This is a slope right here that goes down. I like to go at a right angle to it with this rover, so I don't. If I go down at an angle, especially fast, I'll tip over. All right, let's brake a little bit. I don't want to go too fast. What I'll do is I'll brake, and then I'll put on the time acceleration. So I'm only going 5.5 meters per second, but with time acceleration, I'm really going fast. How far? We're about halfway there. So it says, let me decelerate here. What is this? This must be... I'm going to brake here and see what science this is. I think this may be another biome. It's not Kerbal Space Center, but it's not... Maybe it's the Flatlands or whatever. Let's find out. Kerbin Shores. We might as well get this while we're here. Let's get all that. Mystery goo. Material study. Magnetometer scan. Magnetometer records an accurate reading of the surface. Well, yes. Crew report. And atmospheric pressure scan and EVA. Why not? Alright, let's board. Collect all that stuff. And I want to EVA again so I can reset those experiments. Just in case I run into another biome. Alright, back inside. How many experiments do we have? 7. Alright, onward. Okay, that looks good. Hopefully I don't run into a bump out here. Okay, it said I was entering that one area. I thought it said I was entering... Well, let's do a pressure scan. Is it pressure scan? Yeah, pressure reading. Alright. So we're going to see it says collecting survey data for Site Alpha. So we got that. So let's... Now we're still going a little too fast for my tastes. Alright, let's turn. Oops, there we go. Yep, we got the pressure scan Alpha site. Pressure scan for curvature is already in this module, okay. I think all these sites are in considered Kerbal shores. Let's wait till we see we're in the Gamma site. Should be seeing that soon. There we go. Gamma. So let's do that pressure again, reading. Hold on. Let me break. Cancel. Pressure reading on the surface of beta and gamma. I wonder if I have to come out and reset this transfer data. No. Hold on. Review data. Keep experiment. Collect. Since it's already stored. Well, I should be able to do it again. Okay, so we should get both, right? Okay, so it doesn't matter if we overwrite the old one. Alright, let's go to the third site. Get up a little speed. Alright, and that's over there. Turn carefully. Alright. If it seems I'm paranoid about turning over the rover, it's because I am. I've done it before. On turns I wouldn't think it would happen. During turns where I didn't think it would happen. Alright, I'm gonna go check this out. I keep forgetting what this is. I'm gonna look at it while I'm out here. Am I close to the site? Whoop. There we go. Let's log that pressure. Excellent. And I am assuming we've got, yep, our contract met. Alright. Let's slow down a little. I'm going to turn over this way. I think this is a monument or something. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't see any sign. Oh, there we go. Squad. It's a little monument to the maker of the game. Alright. So I think we're about done. Come on. So let's recover. We could test maybe one of these two as well. I want to orbit Kerbin though, because that's going to give us more different contracts. So let's stop. And recover the vessel. Okay, 21 science earned. We haven't even spent our science yet. And I don't need to just yet. I have enough technology to get in orbit, so I don't need to do it just yet. Probably do it next episode. Alright. No new ribbons for Bob, but I did fulfill some contracts. Ah, this was the previous episode, I believe. Test the SpaceWire radial SRB at the launch site. Atmospheric surveys. That was the one we just did, and this is the the general completion reward for that. 51,000 credits. We got tons of money now. We could probably upgrade a couple of our sites, and I think, let's see, there's a couple of them that we need to upgrade to do orbital maneuvers, or you can still do orbital maneuvers, but to do the orbital maneuver nodes that help you do them better. And I can't remember. I think it's the tracking station and mission control. I don't remember. I think maybe I need to pause and go take a look. Let's see. Okay, these are all of our contracts we've finished. We have these two in orbit. Okay, what was it? I know one of them was tracking station, so let's go ahead and upgrade it. We got plenty of money. So when we upgrade it, we get, it says patch conics visible, and maximum signal power is, well, it's 50 instead of 2. I'm pretty sure this is one of them. What was the other one? It wasn't the hangar, was it? No, I don't think so. Was it this one? See, this says tracking station upgrade required for flight planning. I think that's it. I think it was mission control and tracking station, which gives you flight planning in orbit. Yeah, pretty sure. So let's do that. Okay. So what does this say now? Flight planning available. Okay. See our tracking station. Little upgrade. Improved building. The next improvements we'll probably make is the vehicle assembly building, spaceplane hangar, runway probably. How much is the runway? It's not that much. Spaceplane hangar is expensive. That'll take about half our money. That would too. So probably the vehicle assembly building, but we don't need to upgrade it yet. I think we can build a rocket that can get us into orbit with 30 parts. So let's start on that. All right, I think, what do we have here? No, we don't need that. Redstone's not going to get us there. I could change the redstone, but why? Don't need to. Let's create a new rocket. I'm going to need a capsule. And toggle flag. Ah, I see. Okay. All right. So I don't think I'm going to bring any science up there yet. I just want to go up, get into orbit, and then come back down. I mean, I could, but I don't want to bring a science package yet. Maybe next trip I'll go into low orbit and then go up into high orbit and get science that way. Just for this trip, we just want to go up and come back down. So let's put a parachute. And heat shield. By the way, these, I found out what these are. This VaporVent is part of a mod. When I put these VaporVents on the rocket, when it gets out to the launch pad, this is that VaporVent mod. It's supposed to show rocket fuel coming out of a vent that's evaporating. So let's see, heat. I need, that's at 1 ton. I don't really think it matters too much, because that's all that's coming back down. Like I said, I'm not putting science on this time. I just want to orbit. So I just need that one parachute. That'll be fine. Decoupler. How much does this weigh? 1/4 ton. That one's too big. That's that Corvus decoupler, which weighs a lot less. But this one costs less. So we'll go with the less cost, because we're going to lose the part anyway. 1 ton. It doesn't cost anything. Interesting. A 1 ton decoupler that has no cost. That might be even better. I mean, it's not a whole lot of difference. This is from the Procedural parts pack. I don't know why the cost is 0. But ejection force 250. Same ejection force. Let's just use the one that doesn't cost anything. Comes with, like I said, we're trading money for mass. And I don't mind 3/4 extra ton. We're going to get up into orbit anyway. Alright. Fuel tanks. Oops, not that one. This one? Nope. There's a bigger one. Is it this one? No. Where's the big one? That's the oblong. This one looks funny. I don't know why it does that. It doesn't look like it's attached. So I won't be using that one. Is this it? No, it's liquid fuel. Although, no, it's just liquid fuel. That's a small one. I thought there was a bigger one. Like this size. Oops. This size. That you can use for rockets, oxidizer. Maybe not. Not yet. Alright, we'll be using these, I guess. Do I need 6? Maybe. What I'm forgetting, though, is something else. Oops. I need the engine to get us into orbit. These are going to put us up there, but I need one to actually... These are going to get us out of the atmosphere, and then I need another one to get us into orbit. So let's use... liquid fuel. How big is this one? It's smaller. I guess we're using this. How much? 110. That should be enough, but just in case. I like just in case. There we go. Give us a little bit more. And then let's put a engine on there. Probably the Terrier. That one's more efficient. And where's the Terrier? Do I not have it yet? Probably don't have it yet. No, it's probably in the next upgrade. So I gotta pick one. It's not very expensive. 1200, 590. This one is 90 thrust in a vacuum. This says 230 thrust in a vacuum. 240. We're going to use the Reliant. Well, probably the swivel to get up there, because we don't have any reaction wheels yet. So I guess we're going to use this. It's cheap, and it has enough thrust to get us into orbit. Let's use that one. Okay, this part's going to get us back into orbit and break, well, deorbit as well. And we're going to need another decoupler. All right. And you know what? I think 5 of those will be enough. And we need another engine, the swivel. And do we need boosters? I don't think so. This should be enough. I mean, I could put a few boosters on here. Not the hammer. Not the flea. How much thrust does this give us? 189 at sea level. 104. These are 637. Let's give us... I would need 2 of them. These are a little cheaper. I think I'll use these. Is that it? So it has 208 thrust at sea level, and they're only 340 a piece. Retro booster. $385. These are 245. Even cheaper. I just need a little bit of a boost. I don't need a whole ton of boost. 245. How much fuel do they have? 10 per second max. Amount of fuel, 145. 215. Let's use these little ones, these Globi SRBs. Okay. That looks pretty interesting. Alright, so we want these to go first. And then we're going to get rid of them. And then that will engage. And then we will decouple here. And then this engine will fire. And then we'll decouple here and then parachute. That looks all good. So this craft we're going to call the Titan. Light Orbital Rocket. Okay. Let's save that. So I think that's it. I think that's all we need. Let's see. Do we want these to go at the same time? I think we do, actually. Okay, this and this are going to fire at the same time. That because we need the swivel to go so that we can start turning right after launch. Okay, these two and then these. Then we're going to decouple here. And then decouple here. That engine, decouple. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's get Valentina in the cockpit. Otherwise, she'll have a fit. She wants to be the first Kerbal to orbit. Because she only has one mission, so. Alright, are we ready to go? That really should do it. In fact, I probably have more fuel than I need. But we'll see. Alright, let's go. Alright, since this is the first launch, well, orbital launch I've done in quite a while in this game, I might do some quick saves as I go. Not sure. SAS, because I don't want to start over. I'd prefer not to. So, at least for now. Okay, I'm going to put the throttle of the liquid fuel engine about a third. Alright. We got SAS enabled. Throttle. Okay, checking staging again. And then that, and then that, and parachute. Okay, that should do it. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this correctly. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go up, and I'm going to start turning gently at about 1,000 to 2,000 meters, and then by the time I hit 10,000 meters, I should be 45 degrees-ish. Right about here. And then hopefully that'll get us into orbit. So let's go. If I screw up, I can revert back to the launch pad and call this a test. Okay, let's go. Let's power up. Jettison those. I didn't put fins on this, which was a bad thing. I should have done that. Hopefully those things don't crash into the launch pad. Alright, we're nearing 10,000 meters, so I need to start turning over. Okay, this should do it. Let's see what we look like on the map. Where are we? 28, 29, 30. Let's turn over more. And then we'll wait till this gets to about 80-ish. I don't know how much fuel we got left. I guess we should slow down a little bit. We're almost out of fuel. This looks pretty good. Okay, we're at 100. Let's cut the engines because we're already at 114 altitude. Alright, and we can jettison this. Go back to the map mode. Now let's do a maneuver here. Add maneuver, and let's get us into orbit. So we're gonna do the maneuver right here at apoapsis, and then push this out. Oops. Come on. Until we get a decent orbit. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then when these switch places, that's 112, 122. I think that's okay. Do I want to go a little higher? 112? Nah. 120, 111, 117, 109. I think that's good. So our maneuver is in 1 minute 36 seconds. And we have to orient our craft to point to this. So we have to go here, right there. And how long do we burn? Oh, we don't know yet. So let's start this engine. Okay, add a little bit of thrust. Come on. Okay, so it's a 42-second burn in 1 minute and 6 seconds, but we want to start the burn halfway through. Basically, cut this in half. So we want to start the burn at 21 seconds. Where are we? Okay, we're approaching the maneuver. So in 21 seconds, we want basically the burn time, half of it before the when we're supposed to, and half of it after. Okay, so full thrust in a couple seconds. Now, keep my eye on the fuel. Ew, I hope we have enough fuel. We should. But that fuel's going down pretty quick. That's why I was hoping I'd have a more efficient engine to get into orbit with. Yeah, that'll be enough fuel, because I need some fuel to basically slow down and get back to deorbit. Alright, switch to map. And let's slow down. Slow down, slow down. Okay. So, our apoapsis is 271,000 miles, and this down here is 113. It didn't... I should have cut the engine instead of trying to slow it down. That works, though. We're in orbit. It's not a great orbit. It's not a nice circular one at the same altitude, but it works. Kind of messed up the burn. I went a little too far. Okay. So we got achievements and contracts complete. I'm sure one of them is to achieve orbit. Okay, orbit Kerbin. Achieve goal. Yay! Alright, what are these achieved? We'll look at those one. Well, we can look at them now, I guess. Heaviest vessel launched. Most complex vessel launched. Heaviest vessel to orbit Kerbin. First orbit of Kerbin. First crew orbit of Kerbin. Orbit Kerbin. So we got 48,000. Boy, I need to adjust that chatterer. It's a little bit annoying. I don't mind the voice communication, but that beeping is a little much. So we got 6 science and 10 achievement. Looking good. We're on the dark side now. There's the moon. You know what I just forgot? Electric. I don't have any electricity panels, so what's my electric look like? I got plenty of electric charge, okay. But what you want to do is you want to put solar panels on here so you don't lose electric charge while you're moving your craft, because when you move your craft, it takes electric charge. And you can find yourself stranded up here if you don't have a solar panel and can't get anything from the sun. Then you can't move your craft and you're screwed. So that was a slight oversight, but we have enough electrical charge to get back, no problem. So where do I want to come back? I think what I'll do, I'm going to circle Kerbin and then probably deorbit here. And what we do is just turn our spacecraft around and hit thrust. Basically, we're facing this way, thrusting this way, so it slows down our orbit. And then we come back in. Alright, let me work on this chatterer. Breath, volume, airlock. I'm going to keep those up. Beeps. Ooh, maybe this... Let's turn these down. 5. 5. 5. I think that's it. I'll find out when it beeps again. See, that right there, I don't mind. It sounds pretty cool. Beep frequency. This has no beeps, so maybe that's not it. Volume of beeps before and after chatter. Volume of chatter audio. Okay, that's just the chatterer. AAE. I think that's it. I think the beeps are the ones, I think. We'll find out. Alright, we're not going to move the ship as we go around the planet and we lose the sun. Because if we do, I just want to make sure that I'm going to save my electrical charge until I get ready to come out of orbit. So let's fast forward a little bit. Alright, so let's set up. Let's come down close to the Space Center. We'll see what we can do here. Let's set it up for here, I think. And we just go backwards. And this tells us where we should come down. Let's come down in the daylight. So we may not hit the Space Center, but maybe we'll come down in the ocean somewhere here. I think that'll work. Probably over here. But that's it. That's what we do. And then, see that little arrow? It tells us where to point the spacecraft. So as I move the spacecraft, see I'm using electrical charge. I've got tons of electrical charge, so it shouldn't be no big deal. Right here. And then we're going to burn for 11 seconds. At full throttle. And I think I'll quick save before I come down, just in case I mess up on re-entry. I don't think I will, but I think I'll do that. Alright, let's see what we look like here. Alright, so as we orbit Kerbin, as we continue around, eventually, see that beeping didn't stop or change volume. Volume of beeps. Maybe that's it. SSTV. I'll check on that later. I'll go look at about the mod. Anyway, as we rotate, the spacecraft will stay like this, and as we come around this way, eventually the tail here will be facing away, like this way, not up, but facing out from where I'm looking. So it will thrust in this direction. We still have 13 minutes to go till the orbit. So you'll see, as I stay here and as we go around, eventually the back will be facing that way. Okay. So we still have 6 minutes. 4 minutes. And we are right here. We're going to hit our maneuver node right here in about 4 minutes. I think now would be a good time to quick save. Okay. See, as you can see, as we get closer to the maneuver node, the back of the spacecraft is facing this way, towards the direction we're going. We have 3 minutes, so we'll start the burn at about 6 seconds. 2 minutes, 1 minute. All right. There we go. And once the burn's complete, we will jettison this part. We do have some science we could do, but I'll do those next mission. Alright, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50 seconds, and counting. 11-second burn. I think Z is the key. I believe so. And then X is a cutoff. So what I'd like to do is look at this from this. That way I can watch the blue orbit go down. Okay. Where are we? 15 seconds? Firing, and you'll see the blue go down. And right about there. All right. So as you can see, we're going to start going down and through the atmosphere. We should be good. And we'll probably come down. We might anywhere from, I'm thinking, here to here is where we'll come down. We'll see. Alright, so we're in the orbit view. Surface, orbit, okay. Let's see what I could use. The free camera, orbital camera, or the chase camera. I think I like the chase camera. So, oh, we had just enough fuel. Let's turn this around. We need to jettison it. How much? Oh, we got plenty of electricity. Let's jettison this. Alright, turn this back around to face this. This is, what do they call that? That's the target, the descent. That's the direction that our craft is going right now. The descent angle. Alright. So we just keep pointing it in that direction as we go through the atmosphere. We're at 139,000 feet. Alright, let's clear this node. There we go. Re-entry in 2 minutes. So there's not a whole lot of things here to make us wiggle around. We should be able to maintain pretty easily, especially with this stability control. We should be able to maintain the heat shield pointing down. No problem. Alright, let's fast forward a little bit. And hopefully we don't see this G meter spike way up here again. Re-entry in 20 seconds. Now we probably won't start seeing the heat until about 30,000 feet. Something like that. Okay, we're in the atmosphere now. Here we go. So where are we coming down? Looks like maybe the ocean. Okay, that looks good. Okay, let's slow this thing down without burning up. Okay, looking good. Alright, very good. So now we just need to get below 300 meters per second. And that should be easy enough. We're going to come down in the ocean. Okay. Where are we? Right about here. Alright, we're at 280 meters per second, looking good. 9,000 meters. And we could deploy shoot pretty soon. We could do it any time, really. Let's get that out there. Maybe it'll slow us down a little bit. Now, it deploys at 500 feet. I'm thinking of changing that. So it deploys at 1,000 feet. See, this is kind of scary. Look how fast we're coming down. Come on, slow down. There we go. Actually, that's not bad at all. I really need to look at this chatter. I want to get rid of that beeping. Or at least turn down the volume. Alright, we've had our first orbit. It's a great day in the history of Kerbin. Excellent. Excellent. Now, where are the helicopters and the aircraft carriers? I don't see anybody. Did they forget about us? Alright, let's recover the vessel. Alright, and we're back. 10 science, and we didn't even try anything. So we got recovery of a vessel returned from Kerbin orbit. 10 science for that. Most, we got, what, 1,000 credits for recovered parts. Not very many parts, just the command pod, heat shield. And look at Valentina. She is now level 1 pilot. She's passed Jebediah because she's been in orbit. But as soon as Jebediah goes in orbit, he'll get the plus, the 1 star as well. And look at Valentina's ribbons. Exceptional contract ribbon awarded for completing an exceptional contract. First Kerbin in orbit. She's very proud of that ribbon. Awarded for flying horizontally at Mach 3. And the G-Force ribbon awarded for withstanding an acceleration of at least 5 Gs for 3 or more. I'm sure that's 3 or more seconds. All right. Let's look at Valentina. So she has 4 missions now, and her chest is looking a little better than it was. Okay, so contracts. Okay, let's look at these achievements again. Already looked at that. Heaviest, most complex vessel, first orbit, etc. Achieve orbit, we got 48,000 credits, 6 science. And even more, 31,000. What was this? An extra part, another contract? Oh, that's right. Sometimes you get achievements and money just for doing things that aren't necessarily contract. They're just achievement rewards. Okay, recent accomplishments of our space program have attracted contributions from numerous organizations. So we got almost 50,000 credits for science, 10 recognition from other organizations. We did really well. All right, we still got these to do. It is nighttime now in this part of Kerbin. So let's take a look. We got 300 science to spend. I want to take a little time to decide what I want to do on the next episode before I spend the science. But let's go look at mission control. We should have a few more different contracts to do. Like I'm looking, kickoff space. That's what I'm interested in. Okay, what is this? Load all passengers. What are we supposed to do here? Orbit Kerbin above 75,000 meters. For how many people? Oh, just one. Tito Kerman wants to go to outer space. So, vessel any. Duration 4. I think that's 4 hours. Crew. So, do I need to bring a pilot up with him? Maybe. I think I have to do that one before I do any of the others. So we're going to explore the moon. We'll probably send out a... Expires in 5 hours? Ooh, we better take that. We'll probably do this with a probe. Simply head to the moon and pass by it. Easy as pie. No risk at all. Now sign this waiver. Okay, so... Fly by the moon, gather science data from the moon, return to Kerbal. So we could do that. Look at all the science and money we get for that. Expires in 5 hours. We better take it before it expires. Yeah, you're excited about that one, huh? What else we got? Material study from where? Collect science about material study from Kerbal shores. We were just there. So it wants a material study. Kerbal shores. Landed. Material study. That's easy as pie. We'll take that one. Advanced piloting. I gotta look at this before I take it. I don't know. I don't exactly know what we're supposed to do. Crew Valentina on board. Reach an equatorial orbit. Inclination below 5%. Okay. Move to an inclined orbit by burning normal... Okay, so they want us to go to one inclination and then change it, I think. I'll look that up before I take it. That's that lander. Okay. This is an orbit. That's an orbit. Flight above 18. Flight above 16. On the surface of Alpha Site. I don't know where that is. I'll look it up. On Kerbal, near Kerman's Bar and Grill. Is that in a town or something? I gotta find out where that is on the map. Atmospheric surveys, flight, temperature surveys in flight above, and then kick off space tourism. Millionaire Tito Kerman dreams of going to space. Unlike most Kerbals who simply show up, Tito is willing to pay us his way to space. Okay, so the objectives: any vessel, 4 hours, crew incomplete. We need a pilot and passengers. Load all passengers while on the launch pad. Orbit. Destination Kerbal. Situation orbit. Area abscess above 75. That seems pretty simple. So we got 100,000 for that too. But we have 94 days for it to expire. But I think I need this to start the space tourism. This isn't in the vanilla. Usually they just start getting space tour. You don't get this kick-off space tourism contract. You just start seeing so-and-so wants to go to orbit and you just do it. So I need a pilot. I'm going to go ahead and take this because I think we can do this. If I decline it, it's only -1 reputation, no big deal. So let's take that one because I want to do that one. And I also want to start... Basically, the missions we're going to start getting pretty soon are rescue stranded astronaut, space tourists, and putting up satellites. I want to do those as soon as possible. I'll come back and look at some of these others later. Okay, so how much money we got? Ooh, we got tons of money. We can upgrade the vehicle assembly building, the launch pad. That's already level 2. That's 225. Spaceplane hangars, 225. Launch pad, 50. Runway, 75. Okay. We're going to need to upgrade the launch pad soon. It's only 50, so let's do it. It gives us... it supports larger weighted rockets. So let's upgrade that. Actually, before we do this, I'm going to fast forward to the next day. There we go. So I want to see this in the light. Here comes the sun. And it's sunrise on Kerbin one more time. Another day, another launch. Okay, so let's upgrade, what did I say, that rocket pad. I want to see what this looks like after we upgrade it. The launch pad. Boop. Okay, there we go. Unlimited, unlimited. Okay, so we upgraded that. We have 559,000. We got plenty of cash. We might as well upgrade the vehicle assembly building because pretty soon we're going to need rockets with over 30 parts. And we get action groups here. Max parts 220, 255. Let's do that. There we go. Bigger vehicle assembly building. And what does this do for us? Kerbal EVAs can collect surface samples. Now we'll need that before we go landing on the moon with Kerbals. But we don't need it yet. We still got plenty of time and plenty of contracts to go through before we do that. So the space plane hangar, I don't know. I don't know if I need that quite yet. I'm going to wait on those two. But we definitely need this one and this one upgraded. Okay. So with that, I will leave it here. When we come back, we will get into, let's see, we'll probably do the space tourism. And then maybe this material study should be pretty simple. And then maybe these two. Just test these two on one rocket flight. So that's what we're going to try when we get back. So hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, consider liking and subscribing. And come back and see the next one as our adventures continue with Kerbal Space Program. See you next time.